I didn't know that.
It's usually like ending and starting new streams, looking up videos. It's never a good idea. I think I'll get the pack on this one though.
We got two behind us.
I don't want to jinx it, but I think we might get a +3.
What is the affixes? Because I don't notice anything bad, like any damage. Yeah, kill out.
Okay, good focus, boss. For the most part. Okay, maybe not. Finish him. Nice.
Wow, Carrie, how are you doing that?
Yeah, good job, man.
Crazy. Oh, that's fun. SCADA now shows you percentage of activity of each player.
We're going this way. Sorry.
Beware.
Need to pull everything in here.
Even those back there.
Yeah, we need the percentage. Hopefully we don't have to come back up.
No, we should be alright. I think. With like the tunnel ads, if anything, I'll just pull both sides of the tunnel. Yeah, I think we'll be alright.
Such a good pick for keys. It's just tyrannical and enrage. Raging.
Yeah. Oh, we might need more. So like we're gonna get 10% off this last go.
2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
The tunnel will give us.
Beware. 3, 2,
3,
1.
2, 1.
3, 2,
3,
1.
2, 1.
Beware. 3, 2, 1.
How many times you gonna heal him?
Three,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Um, 90. Is it enough?
No, it's not going to be.
So we should not jump down. For sure.
Can you not get back up?
I assume we can.
Doesn't matter who they are. We need their help. Gorak Tool cannot be allowed to cross into our world. Please aid us. If Gorak Tool isn't stopped, his evil will
How
spread
much
across
boss will give
Azeroth.
us?
Oh, we might actually get. We might get it.
Yeah, so I was saying I think this ring will give it to us. These are two elites. Those are minors. Did we?
Could be 1%.
Damn. I was hoping for 2 each.
Boss will
1%. No, boss doesn't give you any. Might as well kill the boss while we're here. Just kill the boss while we're here.
It doesn't like auto end it or anything, so it doesn't matter. Right?
No.
Could always teleport. No, can't teleport. I don't know. I thought it would be enough. Tries to cast, is like, nope.
Stunned.
Beware. Beware.
Go back.
Oh, they give you a little way back up.
A vessel. I await you in the blighted lands.
Can you? Yes.
Yeah, you can.
We've done it.
Good job.
Gorak Tol has been banished.
See? There is nothing a strong arm and a sharp steel
This
can't
is so
fix.
dumb.
Yeah, it's
1%.
1%. I
Thank
really
you,
thought that those
heroes.
elites would give you 2%
You've broken the
each.
coven and released us from Gorak Tool's power. We are in your debt.
You don't even have to wait for the group, just find something and kill it. Is there anything here?
Oh, we have to go all the way upstairs.
Could have had 15 minutes. So stupid.
+2.
Nice.
Now I have to run all the way back down to get the chest.
I've been holding on to this one loot token this whole time. I can buy more this week, right? It's a new week.
Yeah. Why don't you just save it for Wednesday? Or sorry, Saturday.
Yeah.
Hey, 750 gold.
Congrats, now you have +8. It's like the highest key we ever held it.
It's +8? Yeah.
Hmm? Yeah, 6 + 2 equals 8.
Yeah.
I'm not that crazy yet, I hope. Congrats.
Okay.
Is it an upgrade?
That is an upgrade.
Of course, I get no loot.
Do you want this ring?
Oh no, I think I already have. Wait, no. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
It's an eye level upgrade, but I don't know, I lose a lot of stats.
Okay, so you guys wanna roll or you don't wanna
Sure.
there?
I don't know if I should I?
Oh, wait, it's straight upgrade for you. What do you mean? You have a ring with haste
Yeah.
and versatility. Oh yeah, there's not like a lot of haste and versatility.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. It's same stamina.
Yeah, I get just a little bit more. I get a lot more versatility, but I lose my main stat, which is haste. But it's an eye level upgrade. Might get me to 101. Okay, who wants to upgrade their key next? Or are you all done?
What key did you get?
Temple of Seth Rallis.
Aww.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Oh yeah, let's do that one. That
Sounds
one.
sarcastic.
We need a redemption for that one.
What do you mean? It's hard.
We got our butt kicked last time.
You want to do that
Yeah,
now?
it was really hard. You guys wanna try to push mine, so maybe we will have better +8 option later.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Mine's freehold. Should be easy.
Oh, yeah, that would be easy.
Let's do that +2 and then see if we get shrine. We will. I would prefer to do temple instead of shrine. If we get anything else, I think it will be better. Maybe only like Brawlers would be worse than temple. But temple, oh god. It's those fire things that you need to dodge, do you remember? Xar, and ball that you need to play to, put it into the snake eyes.
Well, we know what we're doing with the eye now, or with the little gems now. Before we didn't know.
Yeah, so see it. Okay, let's go to Freehold. It's in Cultures.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, we got 8 people sign up. 8,
That's enough to raid.
8 accepted. And yeah, so we will have 10, I think.
Yay.
Zara, did you decide which one are you going to level in Shadowlands first? And you carry? Like, I'm not sure if it's going to be your DK or your priest.
I don't know yet. I kind of want to play my paladin, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm probably sticking with the paladin. But I might do the shadow priest. I really don't know. I was thinking the same thing you were thinking, like kind of feel it out, and if whatever I'm enjoying more leveling with, I'll just stick with. But it's probably gonna be the pally. I don't think I can go back to anything but tanking at this point.
Like, I'll probably level my DK with you spell, and then level my paladin on my own, and see how I feel when I get both done.
Okay, then I can level my Warlock with your pally.
Sure.
Because I also have no idea what to do if I should level Warlock or... I also have a Mage, but I'm not sure how I feel about Frost Mage. It's too frosty. Ice, ice,
I love
ice
it.
everywhere. All the icons are blue.
Be an arcane mage.
Where'd y'all go? Y'all Hearth?
Yeah. Go under freehold.
Hearth, and that's in where? Terragard?
Yep.
I would love to be Fire Mage, but it's not a good spec for Shadowlands. Fire Mage is so close to Destro Warlock. Or
Actually,
Destro Warlock. I really don't like, so I tried Affliction yesterday, and I didn't like that they don't have channeling ability as a filler right now. Like before they had that Drain Life, Drain Soul, and now I need to cast it Shadow Ball, that stupid Shadow Ball. And I have so many dots to keep on and cast it Shadow Bolt, and like I don't like it when it's on my mouse. I like it when it's on my keyboard. And for channeling spells, I like it when it's on my mouse. But when it's on my keyboard, it's too far away from because I need like all my buttons for all my dots. And I don't know, maybe I just need to change my setup now, or it just doesn't feel smooth. Like with Shadow Priest, you put all your dots on and you just channel your ability. Like you don't need to cast those shadow bolts.
yep, that got me up to 101. Yay.
What do
Alright,
you ask
flying.
of these Andalari? Go carefully.
So what is it? A +6 freehold?
Yeah, let me double check before we get there.
You want to tank carry?
No, I'm good.
Well, I don't know. Even if Shadow Priest will get nerfed, probably can be nerfed that bad that it will fall like to the bottom, right?
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. It's been nerfed 3 times in the current beta, and that's like up till October 31st, I think. And it's still the #1. Like the nerfs they're doing is just making it more regular #1 than absurd #1. Apparently, it was really, really ridiculous. Now it's like, getting back to normal, but it's still #1. Warrior DPS is sadly very low, and I kind of wanted to try a warrior DPS for once,
What is it?
Yeah, I have an alliance warrior
Get moving.
that I was thinking about leveling to try and get the, what do you call it, allied races, but kind of disenfranchised with the whole grind. Trying to get my flying was just really frustrating because Rust Bolt sucks. It sucks. There's nothing good about it. 2 world class worth like no rep. It sucks.
What do you need? Strength. McGraw. Be safe.
You know, that Australian guy, I feel like the perfect time for him to pop on right now.
He always pops up at some awkward time.
I know.
And he's so friendly, like he's so liberal about it, like he'll just pop in the channel and be like, oh, okay, you're talking about personal stuff, let's, I'll stick around.
It was the fact he stuck around. I was shocked.
I didn't know what to do because I was talking about really personal things. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep going and see, like, he'll get the point, right? Or he'll stay. And he just stayed.
Yeah.
I was like, alright, cool. But he's chill. I don't mind him.
Are you talking about that guy that we met on Mythic?
Yeah.
Oh, is it an Australian accent?
Yeah.
Huh. I would never tell. I'm inside, by the way. Should I go out
No, you got.
outside and...
Oh. Just summoned you.
Thank you.
It's summon me.
Hey, yeah, we'll get into it.
I'm running, but I think it'll take a while.
Yeah, that's interesting, because to me he sounded like Shanas a little bit, but Shanas is not Australian.
No. I think he sounded like Shannon because he talks in a similar way, but not his accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. It's hard for me to tell sometimes, like if it's just the way a person talks or if it's an accent.
I swear, I have so many, like, Chinese American friends who sound like Shanice does. That's why, like, when I couldn't place it at all for all the time until someone told me, I think it was Ark or somebody was like, yeah, he's Chinese. I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. Like, but I really couldn't tell until someone pointed it out. The Aussie thing I picked up on right away, though. I kind of knew he was Australian.
I was confused because
Oh,
guess
it's my key. I forgot.
your,
Sorry.
yeah, it's your key spell.
You guys ready?
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 I'm trying to put my offhand inside. It looks just the same.
Y'all tell me what to do now. Don't forget. I'm clueless.
You know this dungeon.
I don't know where to run off of or where to, like I really don't pay attention. I just kill stuff.
Just pull things. I'm not gonna try and go for
That I can see.
super quick times.
We wait for him, right? Yes, we do.
Whoops.
It's a lot.
Is that me? How did I pull that from way over here?
I pulled the other pack, but
What item level is this mage?
98.
Wow, he's good.
AoE. If he's frost, even fire, he'll be OP.
Yeah, it's his orb.
Yeah, you get endless procs. You pull that guy?
I tried. I tab targeted away from him.
Oh, yeah, it's okay.
Okay, now I want to play mage.
I want to so bad. I think I might just like transfer.
But, oh, because it's alliance, right?
Yeah.
So I was about to say you can play anyway without transferring.
I don't really want to forward make him, but I mean I'm invested in this now, so why not?
Beware.
I need to get closer.
Beware.
And then it's off this edge after, right? Whoa! Did he reset?
Yes.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, I should turn him in the middle, probably.
So stupid.
Wait, so what happens? He doesn't just come back?
I
Just
don't
pull
know.
trash. Wait for him to respawn.
His backs! My god, and he shoots at me in my back,
Are you
guys!
serious?
Okay, I think he reset again.
God, I hate being tossed around like that.
Oh my god, I pulled.
What, the ads? Oh my god.
Okay, you can let me die and just
Beware.
chase me and they will come back. Yeah, I got pushed others there. Okay, I will tell the story later.
Beware.
I'm out of range.
Beware. 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 Beware.
I didn't even mean to do that. But I guess we need the percentage, right?
I don't think yellow's good percentage.
God damn it! I was thinking that in my head, like, please don't say that. Please don't say that. And then he said it.
Sorry.
Alright, everything gets pulled now.
Follow the dog.
Is the right way? I don't see the dog.
He's, yeah, we're going the right way. He's over this way.
the dog?
Yep,
Why can't I click on the cage?
I have to.
Huh?
I guess I have to.
No, I said I can.
You did it!
I just didn't know why.
I knew me pooch would help out.
All right, yeah, go pull the trash around the boss,
As
and
promised, here's some official Cutwater Corsair
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Pleasure doing business. Hope you don't mind. I'll take me leave before the absence is gone.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
The yellows too?
nope, just pull the boss. Eudora.
Run away, little girl. Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Keep getting knocked around.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Pat coming down.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Come back. Oh, never mind.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Don't forget to start talking to the boss.
Yep. Pull these and pull the big thing. I'm gonna go start the boss.
You can bring it inside.
Oh yeah,
Run away,
bring it
little
inside.
girl. Run away.
Gather round and place your bets. We got a new
Oh god. Yes.
Run
Just in
away,
time.
little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Okay, awesome.
Good job.
And we still have 30 seconds.
Yeah.
smelly
Worked out though.
buccaneers. And entering the ring, we
Good
have
call.
the amazing, the incredible What the? Really? It's a greased up pig? I'm beginning to think this is not a professional setup. Ah, well, grab the pig and you win.
It stunned me. What the hell? Why I can never get it, like ever.
I also never got it, and it also stunned me.
Look at that.
It stunned me for a
You have
short
to do it
time.
4
Move
times.
on to a
You have to do
more
it 4 times. That's why.
threatening challenge.
Yeah, but
It
when I
stuns you
touch
after the
it,
first time.
the bar goes red
Comes a
instantly.
Tortolan brigand who
So I
makes
never
it
get the
his
cast off.
duty to totally hurt you. He is the dynamo of the fence, the sergeant of shell shock, the hellion in a half shell, Ludwig! Ludwig goes down! What a fight! These smelly buccaneers are resilient, and they better be, because their next challenger
That's
is
the
the
word of
epitome
spots.
of brutality. A champion that sleeps with the fishes.
Literally.
The freehold fanatic. The master of the jagged jawbone jab. The powerful pugilist predator. Trothak the shark puncher!
Run away, little girl. Run away.
It's too far away.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Am I going the right way?
No, it's back to
Now
what
we
we
need to
came.
go back. Back and to the left. Do we have percentage?
Yeah, we do.
Long time. Oh, too late.
Run away, little girl. Run
Just pull it
away.
across.
Yeah.
Can you fall from this beach?
No.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
I'm out of range.
Guys, let's go ahead.
All the cooldowns.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
target.
It's not going to be me this time that pulls that stupid crit.
I just remembered that.
I'm out of range.
Taller men than you have opposed me, but they always came up short.
Beware. Beware.
These scallywags with our heavy guns. All hands on deck.
Oh, okay, I DPS'd everyone.
Yeah, good job, gang. How come those don't pull?
Right now, because we beat the key.
Okay, but they're still red. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's over.
Of course they give me a belt, because that's what I need, a belt. Okay,
I mean, I'll take that bolt if you don't want it.
yep, it's all yours.
Thank you.
I thought you got the 115 belt too.
Nope.
So what did you get from your 115?
A 115.
Yeah, the Battlefront or whatever it's called.
The helm.
Oh, okay.
It's the Death Guard's helm. It was upgrade to 120 because other thing, whatever that thing is called.
I don't know. Y'all want to do a vision before we're done, or we got two
I
plus
don't
8
have.
keys?
Yeah, I got Mother Lord.
Motherload.
Mhm.
That one's not too bad, but
I mean, none of them are great. Like we keep acting like there's some of them that are great. None of them are great.
Oh no, Mother Lord is a really good one.
Yeah, it's not easy. Like none of them are easy is what I mean. Like they're all relatively challenging in their own way.
yeah.
And I consider. I mean, it's not
I am listening.
like not easy mechanics, but it's easy to beat timer
Oh,
because he can skip.
y'all should have completed the +4 too. Sorry, I forgot that, and I just saw the emissary quest pop up in Zolzar.
I need to do one more for it.
Oh, okay. I don't really feel like doing one more right now. I don't mind doing a vision or something, but we can do one tomorrow.
Um,
Get it
yeah,
done.
I don't have essences. I need to go and do that attack and value of the value of the essences.
You
Oh
don't
my
have
god,
echoes of Nyalotha?
I do, but I need to buy my Azerite essences.
Okay.
I just painted your echoes on that
Mhm.
stuff. Did you get all the Azerite essences that you need?
No, but they're rank 3 and I don't even have rank 2 yet. And since you get like a cache with like 1,000 plus and you only need 2,500 every week, and Azerite powers are going away, but the cloak doesn't go away, I think the more important thing is to get keys, get your cloak up, and, you know, get the loot from the chests every time rather than worry about.
Oh, cloak is not going away. Yeah, I
It
didn't
doesn't
know that.
disappear. The heart disappears, I think, but the cloak doesn't. So you're gonna upgrade it quickly. But for that first 2 levels or whatever in Shadowlands, it's gonna be, you know, good to have a high level cloak. Um, Plus, you get other loot from doing it rather than keeping yourself out and just forcing yourself to farm only visions, hoping that you get the rank 2 to spend the 2,500. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it makes more sense to
Yeah, it does.
use the keys. I mean, I always keep at least 1,000 something so that if I do get a rank 2 essence, I'm not too far from being able to get, you know, the rank 3. I never like
I've
use
seen
all.
things that would scare you shitless.
Oh my god, they gave me a weapon. Oh,
Nice. Like it.
but
For what?
it's a corrupted weapon and they took away corruption. So it doesn't give me the effect, but that's fine, I don't care. It's still a weapon.
Is it for world quests or for what?
No, from the doing 4 mythics, it's like a weekend event thing. You get a cachet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why I was saying let's do 2 mythics. That got us up to
I
March.
don't think I have the. Oh no, I have the quest. Yeah, I need to do 2 more.
Wow.
Yeah, level
How did I have
115.
when did I do mythics without y'all?
No, you weren't. We were just we were on alts. That's why.
Oh right, yes, that's true. Alts in mythics.
I swear I had a thing to infuse in my heart. Now, of course, I can't find it.
Is it for a different spec?
No. Oh, there it is.
That happens to me sometimes. Like I think it's a
Oh
red thing.
my god. Guys, difference in Georgia right now is only 460 votes.
Hmm.
How many votes left?
Look at how many people voted Trump. Don't be surprised.
Votes remaining 7,000.
Well, he's lost the election, I think.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they will ask to what is called like recount votes in Georgia. Because they have this right if the difference is less than 1%.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's probably going to lose Pennsylvania. Not saying I believe it, but it does look a little bit fishy.
What? The counting thing?
Yeah.
What do you mean that something's wrong with the counting?
Well, it's just, I don't know. My friend was talking about it earlier. You know, he's a hardcore Trump fan, so I take everything what he says with a grain of salt. But you know, he brought up some good points about just the way that things have been. Like on what was it on Tuesday when they were doing the election, and then they stopped counting, and then all of a sudden there was a whole bunch of ballots that seemingly appeared.
Yeah.
He's breaking, like Biden is breaking Benford's law. The vote distribution is breaking Benford's law.
Yeah, but it's not a
It,
left or
I
a
don't
right
know.
thing.
I don't like. I don't really want to get into it too, but it's. I've been dealing with this for like I have hardcore Trump fans and hardcore
Yeah, I get you.
anti-Trump friends,
I'm the same way.
and it's it's frustrating to listen to both of them. Not frustrating, but
Yeah, it's confusing. You
if
don't know
if
what.
I well like if I say something that is not following their line of thinking, they rip my head off, and
Yep.
it's exhausting.
Same. Like the day I went to vote, the voting is on the street that I used to live on with my cousin. Right? So I went by him first. And I was like, so, did you go vote already? And I forgot that he's not actually a citizen, he's a resident, right? So no, he didn't vote because he can't vote. So he's like, no, I don't vote, but whatever, whatever. And I made the mistake of saying, I don't know if I, really want to vote for Biden. Like I was already on my way to do it, but I wasn't sure, like, what am I gonna do when I get there? And he got so like, I don't know. He was just looking at me like, well, what would your reason be for voting for Trump? It's like, what do you mean? Like, what is so like? I've been trying to figure out the line that is, no one likes him, and it's obvious why. I don't like him, but I'm not educated enough on what he's done in office. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like I have like people who are big Trump fans telling me all the great things he's done and what the left will do when they get in power and whatever, whatever. And I'm hearing my left friends saying the opposites. So it's confusing. It's like, which one is true? But I get what you're saying. If you like, even for a second hint, you know, and you're not on their side, it's like, wait, why? Why not? Like, can't you see? Like, what?
Yeah, and like I'll be honest. Like, if I was an American citizen, I would have voted for Trump 4 years ago, 100%, because I really hate politicians, and Trump is the exact opposite of a politician,
No, I get you. I
right?
hated Hillary.
And
I really didn't want her to win. I'm sorry.
so did I. I hated her too.
I really didn't want her
You
to
know, I'm sorry, Swell. I don't know if you
win.
we should probably not be talking about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why people get offended though. Like, it's not. It is something that is completely up for debate. It's not even like religion. Like politics is so
But what
touchy.
about now, Carrie? Like that was 4 years ago. Now you can see like the result of 4 years. Would you vote again?
um, I don't know. It's hard. I think if I go by the fact, like if you take away his personality, right, and look at what he's done, right, minus COVID. COVID has been a complete disaster, right? But out of the 4 years that he's been in office, right, aside from his personality and
Right, exactly.
he like seemingly he's done a good job for America. He's pissed off the world, right? I can't argue with that. He's pissed off the world, right? Or like, he's definitely put America in a more selfish position,
Right.
right? But he's definitely benefited his country because he believed that his country was getting taken advantage of. And I don't
Which it
disagree
kind
with
of
that.
was, yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Right?
We're like
And
a
so,
rollover, like, country now. That's what it feels
yeah.
like. Like, okay, we'll do it.
How exactly he benefited his country?
Like with the tariffs, for example. Like, I'm not educated enough, right? So I'm not gonna like talk about.
Tariffs, the jobs,
Yeah.
right? The economy was the best it's ever been for, until COVID hit, right? And like, granted, he has done a horrible job with COVID,
Hmm.
and he's sent out a lot of mixed messages. His personality is terrible. It's terrible. And like, should an elected politician act the way he does? No, probably not. Do I agree with what he's doing now? Excuse me. Sowing discourse and all that. Like, I mean, if he's right, then yes, he should bring it up. If he's doing it just to stir the pot and cause a kerfuffle, that's not good. That's bad.
I mean, the man,
And
yeah. He's a like 70-something-year-old child.
yeah, no, he's definitely being ridiculous right now. Unless it's true. If he's correct,
Yeah.
and like, again, if I said this to any of my like Democratic friends, they'd be like they'd be arguing with me to no end. But like if he's correct and that there was some fraud and it's a giant conspiracy and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, what everything else he's been saying, then yes, he was right to call it out, right to challenge it. And I have a hard time believing that someone wouldn't say something like that just to cause a kerfuffle. That might be me being naive
Yeah.
and wanting
It's
to
Trump.
believe the best in people,
Hmm.
but I cannot honestly, it's hard for me to grasp someone being that petty
Oh my God.
in office, like in a political
No, well then you just need to look at
position of
him.
power.
No, well then you just don't. You haven't looked at enough Trump. Then that's all it is. It's you're being naive because you're uninformed. I'm telling you, like that's the one thing I can completely disagree with you on. He is that freaking petty. That man is like his duck face rivals the teenage white girls that make fun of people in school. Like I don't know how. Like you just need to like just YouTube him or something. I don't know if you've spent enough time looking at his responses to things. You know what I mean?
But it's more like, you know, like yes, if he like, I know he's like a but this is like, on a global scale, right? I just can't imagine him being that petty.
You mean about
To
counting the
to
votes or
only
about
be
something
doing
else?
it to cause shit.
You mean about
To like
counting the votes or something else?
no, like doing it, like sowing discourse, right? Saying that there's fraud going on, right? All that other stuff. Like he
Oh,
can't be the only one thinking it. And if he I can't imagine the party would allow him. And I know they can't control him, but like, I can't imagine, you know, if
they
if
would put the
he's
lawsuits through and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, like
but
there's got to be something. There's got to be like you don't just do that for you know just to be a dick.
I've been watching the like live streams. Everything from really left like CSNBC and MSNBC, sorry, and those like ones that are very clearly on one side of things. Um, and then like just like CBS, like broad, like I even watch some Fox News stuff, to see like what they're covering. And every case that's being brought up in court, the judges are almost laughing at. It's stuff like that is, it's stuff like throwing stones in the dark, right? Like, um, it's literally find something, anything that can, you know, slow this down, that can make that can make the court say, well, in this case, in this county or whatever, we have to, close the, because it's stuff like you couldn't use Sharpies on your thing. The voting booth I went to, they gave me a pen. I wasn't allowed to take a Sharpie with me. Well, I guess I could have had one in my pocket, but they gave me a pen, like I voted pen. Maybe not everybody did that. Fine. I mean, Sharpies, they clearly said, like clearly in all the live broadcasts, it's not a problem. So why is that like something that you're gonna, like for example, it's really silly cases. They're trying their very best to be like, and it's what he does. Anytime someone challenges him with something logical, all he does is deflect. Well, if you're saying that about me, if Hillary's saying that about me, she probably has emails you should check. If Biden's saying this about me, he probably has some scandal you should look into. If it's just like, you know, if I'm losing the vote in this state, it's probably because there's some kind of thing going on. There was no collusion with the Russians when he won, right? That never happened.
Right.
But all of a sudden, there's a whole conspiracy theory going on now. And don't get me wrong, he picked the best time to bring it up because, like you said, your friend probably has good arguments. I mean, if you think about it, this is the first time we're ever really doing this, and it's because of COVID, right? There's a like you don't normally have mail-in ballots in these numbers, so it's a different situation to some degree where it could be seen as sketchy, but they literally have observers live on live stream with Trump protesters outside complaining that they don't get to see what's going on. Like, pull out your phone then. You know what I mean? And that's how they're doing it on CBS. Like, they're showing you, um, like the riot outside. The guy, it's a guy from Good Morning America who's like, well, a guy from CBS who's streaming through Good Morning America's like Instagram or whatever. And he takes the phone and he shows you where he's standing, like where he's watching them count the votes, and then he walks outside to the riot. And then he switches to live stream of the thing that's going on inside, and he shows you himself standing there. Like, you can see me on the stream, right? Why are they outside rioting? It's the dumbest, like, he is this petty. I refuse to believe it any kind of. I mean, maybe it's possible. I honestly, at this point, I don't put it past Democrats to be as dirty as he is. Because they want him gone that bad. That's the truth. The truth is, they want him, they want him gone, and he's like the enemy, like the big bad in a D&D campaign, right? So they want him gone, and I feel like Democrats and just the left in general have been kind of ruthless in what they're willing to do to achieve their goals, to do what, because they think they're righteous, right? And once you think you're right, you don't care what you have to do to make things right, right? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the KKK honestly believe that they're following the Bible to the word. That's what they believe. So they
Right.
don't think they're doing anything wrong. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I'm worried about with the left right now, is that they've lost sight of what you do to become the thing you hate. I think that they're very close to
Yeah.
becoming what they don't like right now. But at the same time, I feel like if we investigated the Russia thing, we're going to investigate this, and I don't think they're going to find anything. I think it's a way to slow things down so he can feel better for a little while.
Definitely.
And I have vented. I'm sorry. Spell?
No, I'm interested to see how it plays out. Right? Like,
Yeah.
if he's just, this is a a tipping point for me, right? If he's doing it just to cause shit, right? And we'll see. Like, I know he's done it in the past, right? But never on this kind of a level. Like, this is a lot more serious because of how, and like, I've heard this on CNN. That's the only channel I get to watch.
Mhm.
But like, there are millions of people who follow his word to the T, and they believe every word that comes out of his mouth.
Mhm.
And so, if he's saying this kind of rhetoric, it's gonna cause some massive, like, divide, like even worse than it was before, right? And him doing this, if he doesn't have concrete proof of it, he's solely doing it
Yeah,
to cause the rift,
it's
and
a
that
war.
is that's destructive,
But you have to
right?
understand that he's not,
And
even if he didn't do it, it would have happened. Like even if he didn't take the stance, and remember he's a popularity whore, right? Like he wants everyone to love him, and like that's why he, what did he tell the white supremacists? Stand down? Like,
I
don't like, I can't remember what he said. It was something like stand down, stand aside, or something like that. Like don't, you know what I mean? Like not disband, not change your ways. Like, you kind of gotta chill. That's what he was
right.
like. That's his, like, cause they like me. I'm not gonna make them hate me. That's just who he is, and I feel like what he's doing is embracing the conspiracy theories that he heard from someone else. You know what I mean? Like he's hearing this, start a lawsuit, find out if it's true right now. It's probably true. Of course it's true, right? Like that's how he is. So I think it would have, even if he didn't take the stance and be like, I'm suing and I'm doing this, and I mean not suing, but well, lawsuits or whatever. Um, if he didn't do that, the conflict, the divide in the country will happen anyway. It's honestly, it's a cycle. Politics is just a cycle. When Obama won, there was hate because, you know, Obama won. When Trump won, there was hate from the other side because Trump won. You know, if Trump wins,
Yeah,
no matter what happens at this point, honestly, it's gonna be a divide. It's honestly what I think.
definitely. Yeah, no, definitely.
Look how close the voting is. Like half of America thinks one thing, and half of the other, think totally different. It's like an internal civil war that's just gonna go bad. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely not good.
And that really impacts how I feel about. That's what I was thinking when I went to vote. I was thinking about a lot of different things, and I stopped like right outside the school that I had to vote in, and I thought for a second about what I was saying, like how I feel like the left have kind of lost themselves, and how I feel like I don't know if I identify with them as much anymore. And then is it that I feel like I'm more Republican now, but at the same time don't support Trump, who is the head of the Republicans right now? You know what I mean? Because it's different to say that
Yeah,
you think more that way, but at the same time don't support who's leading it. So I sat there and I thought, forget all the other reasons that everyone else has talked about, all the cabinet promises and whatnot. What what do I think matters most to me, like my future personally, right? Like, do I want to be on the side of history that said, yeah, in that second term, I voted for Trump. You know, I did.
yeah,
I really, I thought about it, and I also thought about what happens when I finish school. Am I staying in America? Is that something I plan to do? Do I plan on staying in New York or going to another state and working here? Because then the next 4 years kind of depend on who I vote for. So it got real personal, and that's how everybody should vote, honestly. Vote in your best interest. And it seems like half the country thinks their best interest is Trump.
Hmm.
You can't deny that. That's just fact. That's people put their vote in.
yeah,
I mean, given many of those people might be even more uneducated than I am, and I'm pretty uneducated on the subject matter, but I feel like a lot of the people who voted are, they have blinders on. They're not willing to look outside what their Facebook algorithm is telling them, what their media, biased media is telling them. They don't look at other, you know what I mean? They don't try to like pop the bubble that is naturally created around you nowadays with information. You surround yourself with like-minded people, like-minded sources, and that's where you get your information from. You don't really, most people don't really broaden out and see, what's the other perspective? How do they feel about it? Why do they feel that way about it? What's the truth in how they feel about it? Half the country didn't vote for Trump for no reason. Not just because they're uneducated or stupid or racist or xenophobic. There, probably some good reasons they voted for him. Even what was it? MSNBC was saying that the black vote went up this time. Why would that happen? Does anyone have a good reason for why that would happen?
Well, no.
I think it was at least 4%. It's a small number. I mean, still the vast majority vote against Trump, but in the 4 years he was there, he got 4% more African American people to vote for him than before. So like Spell was asking, what would you do now that you've seen him in office? Ask those people. Why did they suddenly change their mind? To vote for someone who clearly is racist. It's doing something for them.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Honestly, I think, 3 good years and then one catastrophe on top of his attitude, on top of seeing what he's done, right? I might have voted Biden or someone else. I don't know. Like, it's, we'll never know because, I'm not in that position to do anything.
Yeah.
Right? Like I've had, leaders in Canada that, I've absolutely, like, I'm a conservative. That is, I'm pretty sure it's closer to Republican.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm a conservative in Canada, right?
Mhm.
I voted Liberal in our last federal election because I hated the conservative leader so much. I hated him. He was horrible. And like, do I like Trudeau? Not particularly. But what I can say is he's done a great job handling this COVID-19. That's a big plus in my book. Right?
Yeah.
I'm getting paid $2,000 a month until next summer for COVID relief. Like, it's not just about the money, but like, he's done a good job controlling it. He was on the TV every day from when COVID happened to when it sort of started to die down in August, and then he stopped for a few weeks, and now he's back on the TV again because we're having our number surge, and so he's, addressing the nation every single day, right? I appreciate that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Same with our premier, right? Like, he's basically the governor of our province. He addresses the province every day. He explains what he's doing. He takes questions. He takes, yada yada, like that. He's being a leader, and like our premier, he used to be, his brother used to be the mayor of Toronto, and everybody hated that guy, and everybody hated the guy Doug Ford, because he supported his brother. And so when he became premier, everybody hated him. All my friends, who are like in the teaching industry, they all hate him. I'm like, why? Right? I'm in the teaching industry. I think he's doing it. Like, I agree with everything he's doing. Right? So like their argument of, well, you're not a teacher, right? You don't understand, right? It doesn't apply to them. Like, it doesn't apply to me. Like, I understand what he's doing, and I agree with it, right? You guys are y'all just being babies, right? You're arguing for the sake of arguing,
Yeah.
right? We were under a liberal government that was corrupt. It was horrible, and we were under it for 8 years. And they put our province into so far into debt. Jobs were so bad. She was completely unlikable. Like, it was horrible, right? We had 8 years of that, and so when she got ousted by like a vast majority, like people were like dancing in the streets. I was one of them, right? I hated her. I don't even remember her name now. It was a while ago, but like I remember I used to get in huge arguments with my friends over like Doug Ford and what he's been doing to our province, and it's just like, dude, you're being a contrarian, man. Like you're just arguing for the sake of arguing. You're not putting any, like, you're just being a dick, right?
Yeah.
And like, anyways,
Yeah, I hear you.
end rant.
Um, it's funny you said that. Something you said earlier about you'll never know because you're not in that position, right? It's funny because it's it it's weird when you're in the position to vote, especially in my situation. Probably it's probably different for Spell, right? Because Spell, you have like a family in the U.S., right? Like even though you come from somewhere else, like you're really invested here. When you have like me personally, because I'm so like I was raised in Trinidad, like I grew up there, like all my friends, my life, my memories are all there. I love the U.S. and like Ark was explaining to me because he's lived here way more than I have, and he was like he grew up here rather than in Trinidad. He was saying that you'll never understand what it's like to really be an American, and I think it's kind of true because
Damn. That's kind of rough.
he tells me these things all the time. But yes, there's a reason I don't like him. But yeah, no, but it's kind of true because like my need. I mean, not it's not true. Like if I did like what I said, if I you know got married here, lived here, or moved here with my family, and you know my kids were in school here, etc., then I would care a lot more. Obviously, I'd be more invested. But I don't even know if I want to live here yet. This is not like a guaranteed thing for me. It's kind of a most likely, but it's not a guaranteed. It's like I have an option,
Right.
and that makes voting different. And David Letterman interviewed Kanye West like on his new show,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a clip from it that I saw on Instagram where he was like, I can't remember what he said, but David Letterman asked him like, did you vote for Trump? He's like, I've never voted in my life. And David Letterman laughed and he's like, well then you don't have a say in this. Like how can you it's I remember like as soon as I left the ballot, in the ballot and after I left, I remember feeling like at the booth and after I left, I remember feeling like a huge responsibility. And afterwards I felt this kind of like duty paid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like yeah, I could have just stayed at home and said, I don't know, so I'm not gonna say anything. But then I feel like I would have been on the side of history that just let Trump win again.
Oh yeah, I would never. Like when I was younger, I was really bad about voting. Right now, I take it pretty serious. Like, I mean, you heard my little like spiel, well, you're like, I don't know if I want a boat. And,
Guys, sorry, can I interrupt you for a second? I'm just flying
yes.
around for like 30 minutes and I can't find the boss in uh that is like near Mogoshan Palace that I supposed to kill. I got 100%, but I don't
Oh, he's
remember where.
underground. I know where he is. I know it's Bill Tracks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had that same problem.
How
You
do I?
go to.
I'll ping the map for you if I can, or if you can.
Sh- I remember I had this problem and I somehow solved it before, but now I just don't get it.
You have to go there, Spell. Oh, you're not in my group.
Yeah. It's like around there somewhere, and then you have to go. You have to look for like a big
Yeah,
pool.
you go underneath, like into the statue. There should be a way to go like into the statue, and then it will. You have to fight your way over to where you are now. But you'll see the big guy. He's in like a pool, like Zara was saying.
And yeah, that's what I was talking about when I said complete the cache, because that's the same thing I had. I had done everything up to 100%, and I thought I was done. So like when I turned in my, whatever requests, I thought I was done, but it wasn't. I had to kill that guy. But the cache is so good, it's so worth it.
Okay, I still don't get it. So, yeah,
I'm gonna come out there because I'm not doing anything anyway.
there is a circle in the pool, but it's not like the right one.
No, not over there. You have to. It's
You looking at the map pin?
yeah. If you did you click on the ping that
I
Zara
don't.
put in? The,
I don't see it in.
It's in guild chat.
Oh, I see now. It doesn't magically appear on my map.
No.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah,
not
you have to go underground and get to where the circle is
there
on the
at
map.
all.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the same.
Wow.
It's the same thing we went through. Like I had that. I flew to the thing and I was like, "Where the hell is this thing?"
Yeah, I did it. I've done that place twice, and I've done the same thing twice. I had to look it up today, or the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, I have to go underground.
It's
Wow.
just so
So
inconvenient.
I don't think I did it last time. So maybe I got 100%, but never got the cash because I stopped here.
Exactly. That's what happened to me twice. I never
Hmm.
did it. And that's what when you get the cash, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I have to do this every week," because it's so good. I was. That's exactly what you're going through. Is like a deja vu for me. But isn't it stupid that like all three of us encountered this exact same issue and
Because it's not obvious. It's like it
yeah, it's
tells
just
you where it is on the map, and then you go there, and it's like underneath. It doesn't tell you where it is. It's very misleading.
it's the same issue with everything that I was complaining about. It's the layering thing that I can't stand. Like, yes, that is where it is, but the pointer on the map should be the entrance, and then when you get to the entrance, the pointer should be there, right? Like,
Yeah, I agree.
it's so stupid. Stop telling people stuff is there. It's not there. It's underneath there or above there. But yo, Gathermate, I'm really mad at this server because I think the economy is messed up. Either the economy is messed up or people just aren't buying because Shadowlands. But all the videos that I've looked at, all the gold farms, they're not selling. The prices are correct, but they're just not selling. Oh, but you know what
You have to
is
go do the chicken farm, man.
you know what is good though? Well, besides the raw gold farms, which most of them aren't soloable. Most of the really good ones for like 30k an hour, you need like 4 or 5 people. And I asked several times, nobody in this guild is interested in doing that, so I'm just like, alright, I'll look for the solo ones. But the solo ones are almost not worth it. It's only worth it if like you need money for something, and I can't spend my time doing that if I don't actually need the money. I just want the money.
What are they selling? Like, what do you get that's giving you 30K an hour? That seems a little bit ridiculous.
It's raw gold, so it's like gray items. what happened was the squish caused lots of zones that people used to farm, like for like leather and stuff, to be doubled because the grays they dropped because of the level scaling or whatever. I don't know how it works, but for some reason, I think it's an unintended side effect of the squish. Where like there's I went there today. No, I'm talking about two different ones. I can't remember which one I'm talking about. But I did one other one, which is in Hellfire Citadel, up by the
Mm-hmm.
thing. That's for what is it? Mote of Primal Fire. Yeah, you get the motes and you transform them into Primal Fire, and that sells for $4.99 right now each. So if you were in a group of five and you stood there and you just killed stuff for a while, the mote of fire would just sell for the Primal Fire would sell for 499 each, and they say you can get like 80 in an hour. So even if you sold it for like 400, like cut 100 off, so it sells quick. I'm bad at math. So that's 30,200 gold. 30,000, 2,000 gold.
So 32,000.
Yes,
That's
that's
that's so stupid. That's so dumb. I
um,
can't do it. I can't do that out of just it's stupid.
but
It's making gold not matter,
yeah,
right? And people are going to increase the prices because gold literally doesn't matter, so they can, you know, have a huge price, right? And for items, and it's stupid. That's stupid.
but
That's so
our
dumb.
server really isn't doing it very often because what I've noticed is they're doing things like the really, 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 really popular farms they're doing, but it's mainly raw gold. So our like auction house economy sucks. But the raw gold economy is pretty good because that's just the game, right? Like you can't, what a gray sells for, a gray sells for. So like Gorgrond is the only one on this server I've seen heavily, heavily farmed. And if you look at all the videos, it's basically five druids standing in a circle, or if it's like a big zone, you'll see them spread out. Like each one has like a marker for like an area that they're responsible for, like Black Lotus Mafia, and they're just spamming Moonfire on a macro. They stand there and they just hit the macro, and it just Moonfire, 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 Moonfire. Everything dies,
God, it just pisses me off.
and then the group leader says like every 5 minutes loot the master will be like, whoever put together the group will be like, loot time, you loot for a minute, you kill 5 more minutes. But if you think about it, you can sit down and like watch Netflix and just do nothing until you hear like the raid warning or whatever, loot time, and then run around, pick up stuff, and they even have like for the skinning farms and the looting, they have an add-on to make you loot faster so that the window doesn't come up. They have um, Dark Moon Fair Water or whatever it's called that allows you to skin faster. So
You
everything is
can't see me
optimized.
right now, but I'm rolling my eyes. Like every time you say something, I'm rolling my
I
eyes.
know. I I picture Jon Snow doing
I
it,
hate
but
it.
I know.
I hate it so much.
I hate it too, but I want the money. I don't know how else to put it. I want to be rich. I enjoy being rich. I like when I go to the auction house and I see something I don't have to think, should I buy this? All I have to think is, do I have the money on this character or not? Like I like that feeling. I have I spent all my gold on like the mount and a couple other things as soon as I bought the WoW token. But right now I have close to I think 70K on my bank alt. Just chilling. You know what I mean? And that's like picking herbs and killing stuff and trying one or two gold farms. And I can't even do it the way they're doing it because they're only getting those numbers because of the 5-man group.
Right.
But still, just me being bored and farming once in a while, it's like 70k gold. I don't spend any of it, and that's why I have it. I only spend gold from this character. Like whatever I make goes to the bank vaults, just like in classic. Straight to the bank vault, and then um, I keep like basically the same amount on him at all times.
Oh, okay, crazy people who never sleep. I will go log out. I mean, turn off. I mean, not me, my computer. But I will
Okay.
I resent that. I do sleep. I
see you
slept
tomorrow.
right through
Yeah,
D&D.
that's Tarzan sleeping.
But
Good
yeah,
night, spell.
good night.
Right.
Yeah, I want to make more money right now. But all the
I'm literally running around the chamber of the heart, like the middle there. That's all I'm doing right now.
that's what I've been doing this whole time with talking. Not in the heart, but you know, in the world, just doing nothing. And there's so many things I could do. Like I could go level my priest. When I say level, um, gear him up. I could level my druid. I could level the professions. Oh right, that's the other thing I was gonna tell you before I forget. Vendor shuffling. Have you heard of vendor shuffling?
No.
That's a way of making gold you might not mind doing because you can use it to like you can either use it to offset the costs of your leveling. It's something you know about, but there's a way to do it that makes a lot of money in retail. It's like when you're leveling a profession, you make a lot of one thing that sells for a lot, like a raw silver or raw gold,
Hmm.
and you just do that within each bracket. Right? So like you find an item that's worth a lot but doesn't cost a lot to make, and you do that. What vendor shuffling is basically you find an item like this one I found, thorium leggings, sells for 45 gold, and it takes two thorium bars to make it. That's all it takes. But thorium bars sell for 1 gold each on the auction house right now. So if you buy, you know, 2,000, like it's not even a lot of gold. It's like 2,000 gold, right? And just turn that into leggings. You're turning 1 gold, well, 2 gold into 45, guaranteed at a vendor.
Right, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So yeah, you buy a shit ton, you mine the rest, whatever you can't, and sell it. And that's what I want to do right now, but I can't because thorium leggings is 300 um, blacksmithing, and I can't figure out how to get 300 blacksmithing because there's no trainer that will teach my like everything I learn is cataclysm. They don't tell you where like you can learn
Yeah. It's
regular.
kind of weird.
So annoying.
I'll be right back.
I just realized something. Can I even do... I don't know if I can do a raid right now.
I don't have a target.
What do you need? Tell me of your travels. Hello. Hello.
My goods are crafted with great care.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, I was gonna do a Nyalotha raid, and then I just realized I wouldn't be able to. It'll reset. It wouldn't reset, I mean, I'll be locked out. But if you do Mythic, does that count? Or like Heroic, I mean?
No, it doesn't count if you do heroic.
Okay, so I can still do normal. Cool. I doubt I'll find a Heroic group, I'm just saying. I might find one, might
Well,
forget it.
if we do, you know, a raid in Shadowlands, and like, you know, if that's something we decide we really want to do as a guild, I was talking to Spell about it last night or the other night, and you know, like she doesn't know if she wants to go back to Dax, right? And
Neither do I.
I'm kind of saying, you know, I want to do Nax, but and like I like raiding 2 times a week for retail and 2 times a week for, you know, classic. That is on a path to burn me out of the game very
sure.
quickly. So I think, you know, what I suggested to her was, you know, if she doesn't want to come back to classic, which it kind of sounds like she doesn't really want to. You know, if she wants to raid, you know, twice a week to start off with, right? She might have to, you know, run with someone else. Like, I don't know if our guild's going to be able to, because we have quite a few GOL people, right, in our guild, and
Yeah.
like they might not be able to / want to raid more than once a week, right? So I suggested, you know, let's raid once a week, you know, for maybe a bit longer than 3 hours. Let's You know, let's go for maybe 4 hours on a Saturday night or something, right? So we'll see how people feel about it. But then when, you know, the second raid tier comes out, you know, in January or February or whatever month it is,
Yeah.
right? You know, Classic will be done by then. You know, theoretically. You know, then I think it would be easier to justify, you know, raiding twice a week in retail
Then we probably have
in the
BC
second
right
raid
after
tier.
that.
No, they're not going to release BC until at least the summer. Like I'm predicting a September the Burning Crusade release, honestly.
Well, it'll be longer than they did it originally, but that wouldn't be. It's not like they stuck to no changes. So.
Right. I think they want people to, like, they haven't even announced officially yet, have they? The Burning Crusade?
I don't think so.
I think they're going to announce it in February at BlizzCon, and then it's not going to come out until end of summer, at least, maybe longer. Right. So I think, you know, second raid tier, we can really focus for Shadowlands. That's not to say we can't still do mythics, and you know, we can. I mean, hell, we could, like, you know, if we do really well, you know, one day, and we're really feeling it, you know, sometimes maybe we raid twice a week, right? We can have an optional day.
Yeah,
right.
I
I
get what you're
think,
saying, but it's the commitment to having to raid 4 nights a week in 2 different games that is crazy. But my thing is, I don't know how I'm gonna feel when it comes to raiding. Like when it gets to Shadowlands raid time, like the first one is Castle of Netheria or whatever it is.
yeah,
When it gets to that time, is around the time that I'm gonna have to decide. You know, like do I want to stay or not? That's the real. Like I said, I'm here and I'm staying. But if that starts happening, where I have to choose between either playing Classic because we don't have the numbers in this guild, or raiding with other people, I'm just gonna raid with other people full time by forming my own guild. You know what I mean? And then
yeah.
if y'all come back full time, more than likely I'm gonna fail forming my own guild. But if I don't, then you know when y'all come back full time, you have a raiding alliance right there.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Well, I mean, I suggested to Spell that, you know, because she was saying, you know, oh, there's a couple spots, in her Area 52,
Mhm.
right? And I was telling her, I'm like, you know, if that's something you want to do, that's something you want to commit to, do it. Because she was feeling bad that we had a whole bunch of people transferring characters over and so on and so forth. And I was telling her, I'm like, Spell, we didn't ask anyone to do this. As far as I'm concerned, if people transfer their character over, that is their choice. We did not ask anyone to do that. There was no, you know, this was a very, you know, see how it goes type of guild. If people want to put money into it, great. But if they get mad that, you know, we end up not doing anything or whatever, that that's not our fault. That's not her fault. That's not my fault. She shouldn't feel guilty about, you know, she shouldn't feel like she's now obligated to, you know, make this guild work because people are now spending money to transfer over, right? Because
Yeah, no,
we didn't ask anybody to do that.
it's silly that we're developing that same culture that Arcade did, because a large part of me hates that. It doesn't hate the culture, it hates. It's like what we talked about with the left thing, where it's going too far. I think that's the going too far part, is when you're not you're afraid to play the game because of other people. You know, like guilt from other people. They may not be guilting you. That's just spell being spell. But I'm saying, you know what I mean? She should never have to feel that way. All of us should always feel like, peace, guys. You know, keep in touch.
Sure.
Like at any point, that's how you should feel. It's a game, right? I don't I don't like that. And I can imagine that actually happening, Gary. I can imagine people actually being like, "But I spent money and I transferred over here." Who the hell asked you to? We're glad you came. We're happy to see you and play with you. I bought Shadowlands to play with everybody. Like, it's, if everyone stops playing tomorrow, I'm not gonna be like, "But I spent money." That's what happens. It's a video game. People leave it. People play it. People don't play it. They play with other people. And like, personally, you and Spell matter to me, right? Like, not that other people don't matter to me. I just mean, in a real life sense, I would be sad if I lost y'all as friends, from playing in game. But there's few other people like
Right.
that I can say that about. There's few other people, like, I like Timely a lot. We have some really good conversations, and like, not about the game. But Timely and my friend, I consider you more of a friend than most anybody else I would play with in game and Spell.
Right. Yeah.
And even we're not on like, "Hey Carrie, come over on this weekend." Like, if you live down the road, right? Probably we're not like,
Yeah. I mean, like, we're online friends,
right.
but like we're not on a real name basis. Like,
Yeah.
none of us are. Everyone, I think I heard Sesam's name like twice, right?
Yeah.
Like Jimmy or something,
That's not even his
right?
name. That's not his
Okay,
name.
yeah, like
Yeah, but yeah, I can see how you think that. Yeah. It's their code name
or
for each other.
Jim or whatever, whatever Ark said.
Chimmy. Chimi. It has nothing to do with a name. It sounds like Jimmy. It's what they used
Okay,
to say to each other so that when they were communicating in raid above everybody else, they would say Chimmy, so he knew. I don't know why not just Ark or Sesam, but I guess they didn't want other people to know that they were calling each other.
gotcha. Okay,
So yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Well, like again,
Yes.
like
Other people
that's
thought so too. Other people think so too. Yeah.
yeah. Like the only person whose name I know is Spell's name, and that was on accident.
Right. I think I've said my name once, and Eben knows my name, but I'm never making that mistake again. He's never getting another piece of personal information.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm not, like my name's Robert, right? Like that's but I don't hide that, right? If you had me on battle tag, you would know that's my name, right?
That's funny.
Like I don't care,
My
right?
brother's name is Robert. Yeah. My name is Randall, since you told me your name.
Okay,
And
but like
yeah.
I'm never gonna be like, "Yo, Randall," right?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
I'm never gonna be like that, right? Like
Exactly.
it's always gonna be like, "Yo, Czar,"
Exactly.
right? Or "Hey, Spell," or whatever, like "Hey, Muriel," or whatever she wants to be called, right? Like I just call her Spell, but you know,
Yeah.
like I'm never gonna like, maybe we'll get on a first name basis one day, but like, I'm very like, I don't want to say private because I'm not really that private, but like, you know, it's